All right, better. I think I'm trying to set in, doing a whole little setup here thing. So bathroom all up in. My tripod is also broken. Finally broke on me, guys. So don't laugh at me. So I guess you're gonna just get that nice little view of my bathroom right there, along with the Gumball's art right here. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm about to start doing this whole editing thing. So I'm not perfect at it, but we are editing a video. We are doing that. Okay. Okay, I just gotta open up the internet here because I gotta do like a lot of stuff here, and then actually, uh, don't worry, that was just Gumball's art and all of her damaging antics back on the wall. For those who watched me before, y'all already know what it's about. So we ain't even gonna worry about trying to process that. Okay, so I need to open up another browser. Because I'm hoping I can actually get all of this going the way I would like to get it going, but no promises. Just stepped on it and messed it all the way up. So, and then on top of that, I can get the internet to work on this computer, which is actually the newer computer, but the internet works on the other one. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know. Maybe I got bugged or something. I'll figure it out. So, either way, so everybody that's here, please don't forget to like and subscribe, especially the like part. You know, double tap that screen for a brother. Talk to me, I talk back. Obviously, I know ain't shoot. Surprisingly, I only got 12 people here because the funny thing is when I first started doing live streaming, like I would only get at most like 5 or 6 people in a live stream, and then here I am a year or some change later. I can get at most, I've actually gotten a few hundred people at one point, but sometimes I'm just stagnant around I don't know, between 10 and 20. So I take the wins where I can get them. That's the way I see it. The way I see it, I take the wins where I can get them. We got JWO25 up in here. What's going on? What's going on? I hope you're doing good today. Got a sign in. Okay, hold on. And we got unlimited gaming. What's going on? You know what? I gotta make sure that I can get into all this stuff. Uh, hold on. Because again, like I said, the internet stopped doing its job on this computer, and I'm not a hacker, so I can't just be out here trying to make things happen. We got Nicole Sieber. I apologize if I butchered that. Um, I apologize if I butchered that, Nicole, and I appreciate that unlimited gaming. So yeah, like I said, right now I'm just trying to make heads or tails of why the internet connection on this computer particularly isn't working. But I'll just have to I'll have to try to make heads or tails of that later. Uh, in the meantime, we're gonna just we're gonna make things work from this computer instead. That being said, so right now I'm editing. I'm working on editing a video that I'm doing um, about. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, it went haywire on me because okay. All right. Anyway, we're back. So right now I'm working on editing a video that I did. Hold on, I need to do this one and then this one. I'm working on editing a video about why I don't bash my baby mamas on the internet because honestly, I wanted to try to make a video that was, I guess you could say, I don't know what a good word to put it would be, but basically I'm trying to convey it in a really quick message that honestly, if I'm being honest, wasn't that good because I didn't take notes on it and I didn't really put much thought into it. I just said, okay, look, this is why I'm not doing it because this, that, and the third. So I just, I'm just piecing all that together. But eventually I will get it get it right. Eventually, right? Okay. But yeah, but I recorded it just now. I recorded it just now. So y'all can see I'm in the middle of doing the edits because I don't always use the app my friends gave me or to use. Shit. I don't always use that app because it is a really complicated app. Let me see. I'm supposed to be doing something here. Oh, I know what I'm doing now. I gotta go in. I gotta edit stuff too while I'm here. So I'm gonna edit I'm gonna edit this live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this live stream and then so I'm gonna edit the live stream and then so I can actually have the what's that damn thing called? I'm gonna have the thing going. The thing with the thing, the thing. I don't even know why the hell the questionnaire. I keep forgetting what to call it. The poll. I'm supposed to have a poll up. And I keep forgetting. I don't know how I just forgot the name of it like that. Okay. Shit. Okay, hold on. I got this. No, it didn't. Okay. Well, that was awkward. Okay, so the Wi-Fi is working here, but it's not working on my computer for some sick reason. All right, let me airplane mode it real quick. So yeah, I'm always having technical difficulties of some sort, and it's always my computers for some reason. I'm actually glad I decided to not go live on my computer because that would have been a nightmare in and of itself, and one I don't think I would have recovered from because I would have been trying to go live and then nothing would have been happening. I would have been crying. I definitely would have cried in the car. Okay, so let me go. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. Okay, so we're having a lot of technical. We got Amar up in here, so you know what? It just dawned on me, right? Okay, so only one person. So I'm still trying to make heads or tails of this top fans thing because it's not always letting people be a part of the top fans thing. I think you have to, or I don't know if you have to already be a subscriber to be a part of it, but for some reason, it's just not allowing people to go any further. And right now, Amar, you are at 50 XP, which again, I appreciate that. And I have to actually figure out how I'm gonna get that going, how I'm gonna further that going because I don't completely understand the top fans part. Which, by the way, afternoon, Amar. I'm glad that you could make it here to hang out with me today. No matter how long you're here, every second is priceless. So let's just get that out there right now. I appreciate that. He's a bro. Bye. Anyway, yeah. All right. Take care, man. So I'm still trying to piece together this whole Wi-Fi thing right now, and it is. Oh wait, duh. It's supposed to just go here. Dude. Hold on. All right. So it looks like I am not having. I am not having. I am not having good success with these computers today. Yeah, I am not having good success with these computers today, and that is concerning. But we still got people that are hanging out. We got people who are hanging out with us today, and I appreciate that. Just gotta, I'm gonna actually restart the computer, see how that goes. You know, I always been told that turning it off and turning it on again usually helps. So we're gonna try that with that one. We're gonna try that with this one. What's the worst that can happen, right? So let's see how that goes. And see, and I'm gonna find myself actually throwing a lot of stuff away next year. It's gonna be really annoying because it's such a pain in the ass. But yeah, I pretty much I'm gonna go and do this whole thing about being respectful. I mean, the way I see it, you can always you don't you know there's no wrong way to be kind. That's the way I see it. There's no wrong way to be kind, and you know you only hurt yourself with evil. That's the way I see it. So you know, just being good to people will take you a long way, and that's a hill I'll die on. That's just my opinion. Okay, let me see. All right, it's saying that I'm online, so let's try this again. We'll try this. See how that goes. Oh, all right. So we're getting somewhere. All right. So we're making progress. Okay, we're making progress. All right. So Amir has made it to 75 points. All right. So now what I get to do is some of the stuff that I was trying to do a minute ago. Okay, it's still not working with this one, but internet is working back on that one again. So I'll take the win there. I mean, every little win is a good win, and I'll take my wins where I can get them. Right. Okay, so I need to open. Microsoft Edge. So I can't remember that I have multiple internet applications on my computers on both of them because there's always been Microsoft Edge, which was I forgot what it was called back in the day, and then you have Internet Explorer, which is now I don't remember what that one's called either. But yeah, I have multiple internet browsers on my computer, so trying to navigate them all and in some cases even find them is, in a word, a pain in the ass. Well, in 3 words. Well, four. Shit. Look, I can't count today. Leave me alone. Okay? I'm way too tired. Okay, so DaVinci is actually on this computer. Do I have DaVinci on that computer is the question. Yeah. So I'm actually trying to look for I'm trying to actually look for some the other internet browser that I have on the computer because it's not on my desktop anymore for whatever reason. So I gotta go and actually find it. But you know what? I will try. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try that. Okay, and yeah, so it isn't working. Yeah, so that particular internet browser is not working. So I will just have to keep looking for the other one, see if that one works. Might have accidentally put it in one of these folder files, which would really annoy if I did. Hoping I didn't though. Also, I bought Civilization 7, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am it's gonna take a lot for me to be accepting of that game because it's a version I just don't like. I really don't like the. I mean, don't get me wrong. The gameplay in itself, the graphics, all that stuff, the looks and everything is really nice, very nice. It's just that the way the game is played is not to my liking, and that's just a me thing. So that might, yeah, that's just a me thing, and that's probably, but yeah, I probably won't play that game again. I mean, I still bought it, but I might not play it for a while. If I do play it, it'll be a long time coming. Okay, that's not helping. Okay, all right, so that's not working. All right, so let's try. Hold on, because my which call it says that I am connected to the internet, but it is acting, but the internet browsers that I have are acting like nothing is there. So I'm gonna have to try to. look that up and see why it is the way it is. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to restart the computer, see how that goes. Actually, also while I'm at it, let me what's this called again? Firefox. That's the name of it. It used to be called Netscape Communicator, but then it got changed. The name got changed to Firefox. Okay, I was already on it. The question is, where the hell is it at on what's called? Because I don't see it on my. All right, let me try to restart the computer, see how that goes. Because it worked with this one. So it worked with this computer. I restarted and everything went normal. So let's restart this computer and see how it goes. Okay. Also, what I'm gonna do is create a poll. Uh, my mods aren't even here right now, so I guess it doesn't matter. Nothing really matters actually because there's nobody really watching. I got three people in the room and two uh two people who are actually okay. All right, so right now I'm making a poll right now. All right, so there's the poll. Hopefully y'all can see it when it pops up. Okay, there it is. It just popped up. So maybe people can actually start voting when they get in. Uh, Let me see. All right. Also, while I'm at it, I'm gonna go into the. Okay, so now I gotta. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed. Like I be in and out of what I'm supposed to be doing and everything. Okay, so all right. So here's what I'm supposed to be doing. All right. So I'm hoping I'm doing this right, so that people can actually watch and hang out and all that good stuff. Because normally I like to share, I share with people, let them know that hey, I'm doing a thing right now. Come hang out with me. I'm so like that's just something that I like doing. That's my little thing. Judge a mama. Okay, so we got See, okay, I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna try to pretend that I know how to pronounce that. Siki Bellowing. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna just call you Siki. So good afternoon, Siki. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe because y'all know I'm trying to get to Google's money. Hashtag I want Google's money. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. Let me see. What was I doing? See, I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's my own fault. Now I'm supposed to be able to go live with other people, but the problem is it is not giving me. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, appreciate that, Siki. Yeah, but right now it is not giving me the option to try to. Uh, okay, so what I'm gonna do? See, I know what to do. What we do is you copy link. I think I know what to do now. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna copy the link. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna pause the stream real quick. So don't leave. And pause the stream real quick. Okay, I'm back. All right, so now that I'm back, all right, so now that I got that part done, I just go on my main phone here. Let me see. All right, yeah, here we go. I hold on. Shit. All right, so I'm trying. Look, I'm working on this. Okay, my my what you call it is not working with me, and we got boats and logs popping up in here. What's going on, boats and logs? You already know what to do, my brother. Hit that like button while we try to get this thing popping. Right now, my main phone here is acting up, and it's not letting me copy and paste things. You formed a streamer unit. How does that work? Okay, here we go. Copy the link. Right. All right. Now, since I managed to copy the link with a bunch of fitness streamers, oh, that's cool. I'm not look. If I kind of wish that I was really into fitness like that, because if I was, I would actually do fitness stuff too. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I am not the fitness type. Like I do work out every now and again, but it's nothing on the level of those guys. Like those guys make that shit look. It will grab me. It'll make me think twice. Right. I will think twice about trying to get into that world. I do need to I do need to intensify what I do because what I do really isn't intense. So if I start intensifying myself, I think I'll get a lot further than where I am right now. All right, so let me try to invite somebody. I'm gonna try to invite somebody into the live stream just so I can have somebody to chat with, so I'm not just talking to myself like a jackass. Okay, I would ask her, but she is very much occupied. So we're gonna find somebody to come in and join us real quick, and I'm a little by little try to find a good match for us, as it were. I'm gonna try to find a good match for us. She said, I'm trying to get to 220, 225 bench in 2 months. Hopefully, I'm currently at 205. The most that I've done was actually 225. The most I've done was 225. I think I could actually get back to there. I think I can get back to 225, but I need to buy some more weights first. I haven't been able to buy weights. That's been my only thing. Like if I can buy weights and stuff like that, oh man. Okay. I gotta find somebody that's going to. He said, what was training process was the max dumbbell press anyway? I don't remember. How much did you rep with 205? I did like 3 or 4 with 205, but and trust me when I tell you, it was not easy, not even a little bit. Like it was so goddamn hard, it wasn't even funny. Let me see. I know I got somebody who want to go live. I haven't really talked to anybody to try to even make a suggestion to it yet. Listen, I'm close, and I'm so close. I'm 16, about to be 17. The goal for me is 225 at 16. Man, that's actually good for you, dude, because at 16, I wouldn't have even imagined 225. At 16, I was lucky to get. I was at 180 at 16. At 16, I was at 180. That was the most I was pushing at that time, and I was actually in better shape then than I am now. So when you talking about almost 17 and you trying to push to 225, then that's 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 some I'm trying to go to the NFL type stuff right there. Okay, so yeah, so I'm still having internet issues on my on this computer for some sick reason. So I might have to get this one looked at again. Okay, let's try this one. 5'5", 175. That's actually not bad. I was actually 175 when I was in high school. I was 175 and let me see. Yeah, I was 175. I played football. I was actually hard to join the NFL, but we cool. There's actually some pretty cool people who actually made it to the NFL at 5'5". Not every football player has to be 6 feet something. They don't have to be 500 pounds and all that good stuff. I mean, you think about it. Trenton Holiday, who was a kick returner for the Broncos, obviously he never got to the Hall of Fame. He'll never get to the Hall of Fame, but he helped the Broncos in a way, get to a Super Bowl. He helped them get to the Super Bowl. He was a good kick returner, and he was balling. My dad said he benched 250 in his prime in high school. My dad actually benched 250 in his prime in high school. My dad said his dad benched even more. He was in the 400-pound range. He was like doing strongman competitions and stuff like that. Which I don't know how you doing strongman competitions in the 50s, but that's what he did. But uh, but yeah, and the thing for me is that with effort, I know I can do those things too, but I have to actually commit to it. That's something that I can admit that I have not done. I have not fully committed to. Oh, yeah, and you know what? I got 5 people up in here. I got 5 people in there. I wanted to show everybody this. Bam! I got one, y'all. I did the thing. I did the thing. See, I did the thing. I'm probably going to show this on every live stream that I do. Let me put it back so we can get back in focus. But yeah, I'm gonna probably pop this up in every live stream that I do. But I was actually super happy that I got this. But I got my passport. I got my passport, and I'm gonna probably make a video about this too. Yeah, I'll definitely be making a video about having my passport so that people don't get a misconception about me or thinking that I'm gonna be yeah. Anyway, I was I'm actually now I'm texting one of my old Navy buddies. Oh, my back itches. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you right now, like I might have to see because I got a bench press in my garage, so I really don't be having excuses why I don't be on that thing daily. But I got it. I go in there maybe once or twice a week. So I gotta stop making excuses and I gotta get my happy ass in there and start putting in that work. So that when next football season come around, I'll still be garbage, but at least I'll be stronger. I'll be stronger and be garbage. I'll have muscle and be garbage. Something I'll take a little bit of pride in. You kind of look like David Goggins too, and he was in the Navy. I like him. That was I don't know who David Goggins is, but I was actually a sailor. I was actually a sailor. We got what she said in the building. What's going on? What she said? What's going on? I'm glad that we finally got a moderator up in here. Okay. Yeah, so we got what she said up in here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send what she said an invite. Oh snap! She just took first place on the top fan chat. I didn't think moderators could make it to the I didn't think moderators could be on the top fans list, but sure enough, here she is. We got what she said at number one with 75. Medi, who's at 75 as well, is taking second, and Siki is in third at 25. So yeah, and there's a lot more people in here than I thought was in here. It's Saturday. I thought y'all recorded on Sunday. Hold on, hold on. It's in here somewhere. All right, so what did I miss? We got Rob Johnson on here. What's going on, Rob? It's good. Hey, it's good to have you up in here. We do, but we want tomorrow episode to be 48. You know what? I'm gonna watch episode 48 too. So you know that's cool. We got Rob Johnson here. Hey, everybody, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe because y'all know I'm still chasing Google's money. We still chasing Google's money. So yeah, appreciate that. What she said. So what she said is up in the building. That's that's basically my number one moderator at this point because you know my other moderators ain't always hanging out with us. But you know what? I still appreciate every last one of them. So yeah, it's good to have both in law. I dropped my phone. All right, false alarm. False alarm. Yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah, the count is still rising. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, get up there. Now, all I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get Google's money. Hashtag I want Google's money because that's gonna be that's the goal now. The initial goal was getting that first 500 subscribers. Then it became getting 1,000 subscribers. Now that goal is let's get Google's money. We got to get Google's money, everybody. That is the ultimate game plan. The ultimate game plan is Google's money. Hashtag I want Google's money. Them hours is the problem. Hey, and the funny thing is, first off, I want to say this. Shout out to what she said, right? I want to give a shout out to what she said because they've been at it for about a year or some change now, and they've already caught up to. They're almost at 1,200. Like I'm at 1,200 now. They're almost at 1,200. So shout out to what she said because they is out there killing the game right now. They out there really getting after it, and I'm really happy for them. And I hope that they get I hope they get all of that, get all of Google's money. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm definitely happy for them. You know what I'm saying? I hope they get Google's money too. Hashtag let's all get Google's money. I'm not gonna trademark that one because that is it. But yeah, hashtag I want Google's money. The coming aunties in the street should be a hit. Hey, I tried to watch that short. For some reason, we it didn't let me watch the short. I was trying to watch it this morning, but it wasn't letting me do it, and I hate that. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 500 subs eventually. I'm at 263. Hey, 263 is better than zero. That's all I'm gonna say about that. 263 is better than zero. 2 years ago, I was actually at 263. Yeah, so actually, while I'm at it, let me actually go look since you brought it up. All right, I can't spell, so actually, what am I doing? I can just do this. Okay, so here's how we do this, right? Hold on. We do go to channel, and it'll open its own tab. Who's going to carry the boats and logs, right? Um, Boats and logs, your math sucks, right? I'll tell you why your math sucks. Because I see 26. You said you had 263 subscribers. Problem is, buddy, you got 264. So your math kind of sucks. You might want to you might want to check your math there because I count 264. So what we're gonna do right now, right, is because we're here. So this is a short. So there's a lot of shorts here. We got some. Hold on, let me see. Let's check this one out. Right, I'm gonna check this one out. 170. We're gonna hit that like button first off. You always got to hit that like button when you got always got to hit that like button when you checking out the videos, especially if they're good. Okay, so right now this is a military press at 170. First off, the military press is really hard. Okay, it is very hard. I don't care what anyone says. Military press, that's the one where you're doing this. Yeah, that shit is hard. Okay, like if there is any exercise that I will definitely be weak at, it would definitely be the military press. But shit, this is actually pretty badass because he this guy's get look, he's getting out. He's actually getting out there. You about to go, you about to work out online. I ain't working out on live. Not today. Not today. I'm not working out. And if I work out, it won't be on live. Okay, then I just checked out the short here where he's showing like old bodybuilders. So for those of you who don't know, fun fact: Arnold Schwarzenegger used to be a bodybuilder. Here, that's actually how he started. He started off as a bodybuilder, which I thought was actually pretty cool because I didn't know that until I watched Real TV, which is an old TV show back in the '90s where they used to show really bad things happening and stuff like that, but like people recovering and all that other good stuff. So that was actually how I found out about Arnold Schwarzenegger being a bodybuilder. Also, I'm looking at your page, Boats and Logs, and you actually have um Batman as your profile picture. See, I never knew what that was. I never knew what the picture was, but yeah, it's Batman. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, so I'm looking. That was actually the newest thing that I seen. It was from 8 days ago, or at least I think that's what it is. Was that 8 days ago? Hold on, let me actually look on the thing here. Yeah, the reason I watched the most recent thing, which was from 8 days ago, where you did the military press. So yeah. Also, what she said. I know you didn't see this yet, but yeah, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm rich now. I's got money. I's got money. I do it a thing. No, don't worry, guys. I'm just being playful right now. But no, I don't. Yeah. So I do. So this is yes, this is really my passport. But I'm not a passport bro. Let's make that clear. See, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew she was gonna say that. Everybody, I knew she was gonna say that. No, I'm not a passport bro. Okay, I'm not a passport bro. I'm not out here trying to go in and go to Thailand because I'm tired of not getting no box. No, that's not what I'm on. Okay. I was actually supposed to get my passport 2 years ago, but I had been dicking around this whole time. So but yeah, and even when I got my passport, I didn't really plan on going anywhere special. Didn't really plan on going anywhere special, but I do plan to go to Uganda in November. That is something that I do plan on doing. I do plan on going to Uganda in November. I'll be going out there early in the month, and I'm going to be getting back just in time for Munch's birthday. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm back just in time so that I can see my baby turn 13. And then, of course, a few days later, I get to watch my other baby become an adult. She can officially be an adult. That can kick her ass out my damn house. For real. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Princess, I hope you didn't hear that. I was just playing, sweetie. I'm not gonna kick you out at 18. That's not something I'm gonna do. No, my babies ain't leaving until they ready to go. I ain't doing that shit. No, no shit. I will drag their ass back in this motherfucker if I have to. They ain't that thing. Life ain't taking my babies from me. But no, but seriously though, I like that's actually. But yeah, I'm going to Uganda in November. I'm going to be back just in time for Munch's birthday. Then I'm gonna a few days later it'll be Princess's birthday, and then of course we gonna end the year with Gumball's birthday. Hashtag Gumball for president. Let me put my trailer in the backyard. You have a trailer? And honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I wish that I had like the space to where I could actually like put like vehicles and stuff in my backyard and stuff like that because I would probably do that. But I don't have that kind of capacity to do that. Otherwise, I would definitely do that. But I actually have to clean my backyard because it looks really bad. You know, before before Cookie passed away, my backyard was actually pretty clean. But then, like, I had like stuff where I was gonna put, like I was gonna throw away. That was in one pile. But Cookie actually dug up a lot of places in my backyard. So she dug up a lot of stuff, and then she ended up moving stuff that I had planned on throwing away all over the yard. She was just moving shit. So and then after she passed away, I had buried her. So I have to put everything. I gotta put everything. I gotta put everything back. To back to where in the pile so that I can so that I can get ready to move it out. Cause when Mike moves out, I don't know when he's moving out, but when he moves out, I'm gonna put everything on the street and have the city come pick it up. But I had it. I was supposed to have everything ready, but I didn't get that far, and that's my fault. I'm not blaming anybody. Right. So I follow you on Instagram, I think. Yeah. So hold on. I'm about to put my Instagram name. So if anybody is looking for me on the gram, that's where you'll find. That's where you'll find me. That's where you'll find me on Instagram. Yeah. So I didn't know. I didn't know I do. Thought I did. Doesn't matter. If you are, you're not. We're I'll be happy to have anybody who's willing to follow me on board. I actually got to start posting more on Instagram too because I don't post on Instagram like that, and that's mostly because I don't. The truth is that you know that is Instagram is a woman's market. That's where all the attention goes. It goes to the chicks because they show their ass. It's basically PG OnlyFans. I ain't trying to I ain't trying to compete with them. I don't want to compete with them. So it's just like, I'll just I'll just stay in my lane on YouTube and seeing okay, and we got I'm gonna guess that says my. I hope you're having a good afternoon today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would appreciate that because I'm working on I'm obviously gonna be working on I'm gonna work on getting my what's the best word to say? Getting my consistency back because I know I haven't done it. I haven't been consistent in a while. The last time I went live was I want to say Monday. I want to say the last time I went live was Monday. No, it was actually sooner than that. It was last week. I want to say Sunday was last time I went live. So yeah, Sunday was last time I went live. So I gotta actually get back into going live every day because that's where it was at for me. And you jumped to the number one spot. Well, you're tied for number one. You're tied with what she said and Mehdi. I can't remember his freaking name. Amir. I can't remember. I'm black too, bro. Yeah. So you got TikTok too. Yeah, I got TikTok. Same name. TikTok. Same name. And I need to learn to post more on TikTok too. Because honestly, my whole focus has been YouTube. I've focused uh I've focused most of my efforts on YouTube. And the reason that I focus most of my efforts on YouTube is because that's where I'm trying to that for me, that's where the money is. For me, that's where the money is. And so y'all know I'm trying to get Google's money and I can get to Google's money a lot faster than I can get to basically anywhere else. Okay, so so I'm not gonna use your actual name on here, but appreciate that. I'm gonna follow back. I'll follow back when the live stream ends. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. That's not cool. Let's not accuse people of something we don't know them. We're not gonna talk about. Plus, he's my moderator, so yeah. Let's keep it cool. Let's keep it chill up in here. We're all friends here. We're all happy people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All that good stuff. Let me see. I need to go to my because I don't even remember the damn store what the damn store was called. I know I still have the app on my phone, so I need to see if where the app is at on my phone. It should be in your red. Oh, Redbubble, duh. Uh, and I'm not logged in. Hold on, let me go to Redbubble because I don't even remember my damn. I don't even remember my damn password. I don't know what that says about me. Because again, I've been more committed to I've been more committed to getting established on YouTube than I had been committed to, trying to sell merchandise. Now, don't get me wrong, I've still sold merchandise, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Um, people have actually pretty much purchased stuff off of Redbubble, but it it wasn't uh, it wasn't a priority for me. It just it wasn't on my priority list, so I didn't. So it wasn't. It, thank you, baby. All right, so Princess just finished cooking, so I'm about to go and get me some eats. Okay, let's try this again, and let's not suck this time. Bridges, bridge, that's a bridge, that's a bridge. Okay, so what we're gonna do, because like I suspected, you should check my Instagram. Again, I'm gonna check you out as soon as I get done with this live stream because I am all over the place right now. So like for me, like I'm always doing something. Like when I get off of this live stream, the first thing I'm gonna be doing is first thing I get off of this live stream is I'm gonna get started basically with with doing my second job, which is Lyft. So I'm gonna be doing Lyft, and then I'm gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna be hanging out with my daughter if she's even still here, because I know she said she was gonna go out and do stuff because, she's a teenager. That's just what she does. My teenager likes to go out and have fun and continue being a kid. And I'm not gonna and I love that for her because I can tell you right now, I did not do half the stuff my daughter did as a teenager. I didn't really have a life as a teenager. And as I grew up, I used to blame my dad for that because I lived with my dad as a teenager. And I spent a long time blaming my dad for that. But as I as I got older, I think about it, right? And I think, what if my dad said I could do whatever I want on those weekends when parties were being thrown and people were out doing this, that, and the third? What would I have done with my dad's approval of me to go out? And when I think about it, I already knew the answer. I wouldn't have did a damn thing. My ass would have still been at home. My ass would have still been at home playing video games, doing absolutely nothing. Right? I wouldn't have done nothing. I would have been hanging out at home, playing video games, shooting the shit with my little brother, or my twin brother, or my sister. I would have been hanging out with one of them. It wouldn't have. Nothing would have changed. It would have been just that. So, because the funny thing is I was an introvert then. Like I was an introvert then, and it didn't change as I became an adult. Quite frankly, I have actually been more in solitude as I got older because I wanted to do less and less. Like this year playing football, I really didn't. I initially had planned on quitting football this past season. I was supposed to quit, but my brother egged me on, and then my dad decided that he, my dad decided that he wanted to get back into coaching. So I got I got myself back into the fray. I got myself back out there, and I really didn't have a good season this past season. I didn't do anything. I threw one pass. I threw one pass the entire season. Granted, it was completed. It almost went for a touchdown, and I'm really happy about that. But I would have liked to have actually done something. I would have liked to have actually been a part of the team. And that is just something that I have to deal with on my own. So, I'm not blaming anybody for why the season ended up the way it did for me, because that wouldn't be fair to the other guys who actually were on the team and all that good stuff. That just means that I have to work even harder. And and I'm going to work harder because, I mean, granted, I'm not going to put in, do you know someone named Gumball? That's cool kid. That's probably one of my nieces trying to troll me. I think my niece is trolling me. He said, "Do you know someone named Gumball?" Yeah, let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna get better because I want to be able to be out there and playing the game that I love. I love football. Granted, football left me behind years ago, right? I can admit that. Football has left me behind a long time ago. And it took me a while. It took me a long time actually, but I made peace with that. I made peace with the fact that, hey, look, I just wasn't good enough, right? And that's not me, talking down on myself. That's just the truth. I was not good enough, and I'm okay with that. Like I said, I've made peace with that. I ended up just like every average person on the planet, unknown, insignificant, and happy, really happy. So that's not something that I would complain about. The game itself may have left me behind, but my ability to still play hasn't. And that is where I go to. That's why I do semi-pro football, because it may have left the game may have left me behind, or rather, should I say, the opportunity to make money off of football has left me behind. The opportunity to make money off of football has left me behind, but the game itself, my ability, my opportunity to play the game hasn't. And that's where the peace and all of that comes from. When I took my first snaps, when I took my first step on that field as a semi-pro football player, it was actually pretty cool. It was just like when I was playing in high school. I got on that field. I was actually on a kickoff. It was actually a kickoff when I first stepped on the field. I stepped on the field. The ball got kicked. It was a short kick, and the guy who got the ball, I've actually been his teammate twice now. Lamont Murphy. Lamont Murphy, who was a big guy, he plays linebacker normally. He got the ball. He came right at me, and I just ankle tackled him. I ankle tackled him, and quite frankly, it was it was insignificant, but at the same time, it was still like, I'm back on the field. I did something on the field, and it felt good. You know what I'm saying? It actually I actually felt good about being out there on the field, and you know after 7 seasons, I think I'm gonna try to make myself ready, properly ready, truly ready for season 8, because I owe it to myself to be to be at least good enough to be able to get on the field on Saturday night and and show the 20 to 30 people out there in the stands watching that I do belong here. And then show the other people that are on the sidelines that are watching that I do belong in semi pro and and that I do deserve a shot and that I am good enough for this and I can be good at this. So I owe it to myself. And there's no more room for excuses and the BS and all that other stuff that I've tried to make, especially all them years ago, because it got me nowhere then. It's getting me nowhere now. So the way I see it is that I'm not going to be trying to force anything. If I don't get a chance next year, then I just don't get a chance next year. But the one thing that I will say is that if I don't get a chance next year, it's because it won't be because I didn't try. If I don't get a chance next year, it will not be because I did not put the effort in. That I did not say, hey, look, here's what I'm doing, give me a shot. No. If I can't get past the politics, then I just can't get past the politics. But at least I can say, hey, you know what? I did my best. I did my best and then I did and then I added interest to it. And I will take peace in that. Like, I will take peace in that. And that is where I will be very much happy with everything that comes about afterwards. All right. My daughter is calling me now and I hate to have to leave you guys like this because it has been an hour, but I do have to leave you guys and I have to go and get something to eat because I am hungry and I gotta get my evening started. So I definitely appreciate everybody who hung out with me today, and I want to give shout outs to Mai, to what she said, Mari, who are my top three fans. I also want to give a shout out to Rocky, my boy Rob Johnson, uh, Cookie Kid, and Siki. Thank you guys for making this a good experience. We got Spencer coming, and nothing wrong with that, brother. Just and I appreciate that, Spencer. So yeah, I'm glad Spencer came up in here. Don't forget to hit that like button, Spencer. But I'm about to roll up out of here, y'all. So I appreciate everybody who came in to show me some love, hang out with me while I talked for a whole lot of nothing. Also, Spencer joined the top list, but he hit number 6. So definitely appreciate that. I'm about to get up out of here again. So I appreciate everybody who came to hang out with me this afternoon. I will try to remember to get on here tomorrow, probably be in the morning, like 8 or 9 in the morning. So appreciate you guys again. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. And as I always say, kindness is free and I am cheap as fuck. So you guys, again, enjoy the rest of y'all weekend and stay mad, my hatters.